The first domino has fallen, and it has set off a chain reaction. Filip Hronek's deal marks the beginning of a transformative summer for the Vancouver Canucks. So what is next for Patrik Allvin and Jim Rutherford? Let's start off by taking a look at the updated cap situation. The Canucks have 10 forwards, 5 defensemen, and 2 goalies under contract for next season. However, Cap Friendly has Tolo Pilo as one of the goalies, and it's safe to assume that Shilovs will take his slot as the backup. This means that the Canucks have just over $16 million in cap space for 6 roster spots. If they go with the standard 13 forwards, 8 D-men, and 2 goalie roster, then they need 3 forwards and 3 defensemen. How is Allvin going to spend this money? This is a rough calculation, as I have not accounted for the LTIR relief from the Tucker Poolman deal. But the Canucks have approximately $2.66 million to spend per player. There are 2 routes that Allvin can take. One is to spread the money around evenly and try to bring back as many pieces as possible, and the other option is to go big game hunting. So that is where we will start. Jake Guentzel. It has come out recently that Rutherford and Allvin will pursue the star winger, because he is exactly what the Canucks need in their top 6. The Athletic has him projected to receive a $9 million contract, so that is a number we will use for this exercise. After signing Guentzel, the Canucks will be left with $7 million to sign 5 players. It is safe to say goodbye at this point to Dakota Joshua, Elias Lindholm, and Nikita Zadorov. In my opinion, $5 million of the remaining cap space should be used to bring back Blueger and Myers, so $2.5 each, leaving you with $2 million to sign 3 players. At this point, the Canucks are really going to have to go bargain hunting. I'm talking bottom of the barrel free agents for less than $1 million. Of course, the Canucks can promote a kid from Abbey like Linus Karlsson, but I believe the Canucks will still sign another forward. I think they can get Stenlund out of Florida for 1.2. He's a big, right-handed centerman, so he checks a lot of boxes for the bottom 6. On the back end, the Canucks will need 2 defensemen, a number 5 to anchor the third pairing, and a depth piece for the press box. For the third pairing, the Canucks should target local boy Brendan Dillon, who should come in at around 2.5 on a hometown discount. And for the press box, someone like Calvin DeHaan should come in at around $800K. Unfortunately, this roster that I have constructed has come in $2.5 million above the upper limit of the salary cap, but that is just the nature of going big game hunting. It does not leave enough money to fill the margins of your roster. But Tucker Poolman to the rescue. By placing his $2.5 million on LTIR, the Canucks can become cap compliant. The second path that Allvin can pursue is spread the money out in an attempt to bring back as much of the roster as possible. Blueger, 2.5, Myers, 2.5, Joshua, 3.5, and Zadorov, 5.5. This leaves you with $2 million to sign 2 players, 1 forward and a defenseman. Let's go with the 2 names I mentioned earlier. Stenlund at 1.2 and DeHaan at $800,000. This gets the Canucks to the upper limit of the cap before accounting for any LTIR relief from Poolman. However, there are 2 issues with this roster. Number 1 being that you're running it back from last season, so you have to hope that internal growth plus a healthy Besser and Demko will be enough to get you over the hump. The second issue is the lack of a top 6 winger for Pettersson. Do you really want to sandwich him in between Mikheyev and Höglander? Or do you want to move either one and leverage your LTIR relief in an attempt to target a B-level free agent like Anthony Duclair or Tyler Toffoli? Also, as a side note, I have not included Elias Lindholm in these scenarios because it's impossible to fit him in either one. Also, it seems like a foregone conclusion that he is shipping up to Boston. What do you guys think? Which one of these options should the Canucks pursue? Should they go big game hunting or spread the money around? Let's see your ideal lineup in the comment section. Also, I hope you guys enjoyed the new editing software. Let me know what you think, and until next time, cheers.